What's going on, guys? So, I know I've done most of my lizards. Anyway, okay. So, basically, I wanted to make this video just to talk about how to find contentment in your life at this current time. I'm going to try to bounce through different topics, or just a couple, with what I've kind of discovered or put into my works to be able to be content with how I live and how I am at this current time in my life. So one of them would be with one of the absolute biggest things is kind of getting rid of this social pressure that is put on you from a very, very young age, basically from when you were born. It's, is it a boy or is it a girl? If it's a boy, what is he going to get into? Is he going to get into football? Is he going to, play like these masculine sports? Is he going to, high school? Basically, you have everything set up for you. The majority of the time, like, what are you going to do after you get, done with school? Are you going to go to college? Are you going to get a degree? What are you going to get a degree in? What are you going to specialize in? What are you going to do for the rest of your life? You were told this from a very, very young age of like, what are you going to do? And the honest truth is a majority of people don't know what in the world they're going to do, So there's people like literally in their 40s still don't know what they want to do with their life, So it just kind of being, I know my hair is, I'm going to take it down. But yeah, no. But the thing is that you don't have to follow in any of those social pressures. I mean, obviously the one with getting a job, that's obvious, right? But the thing is, like, you shouldn't, well, I don't know how to word it. Just take your time in knowing what you want to do. One of the things is, if you don't want to go to college, don't feel like you have to go to college. Okay, so I went, after I finished high school, I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew that a majority of people in my school went off to college. And so I just followed suit in that. I proceeded with, running cross country and running in general. And I went out to a community college, and I ended up double majoring because I really didn't know what to do. And I did that for about 2 years. And it wasn't until my second year I dropped out of college is I realized not necessarily that it was a waste, because it really wasn't, because it helped me find what I wanted to actually do in a way, which what I wanted to do by knowing what I didn't want to do. Because I went for human services and American Sign Language, thinking that I was going to be a therapist that also specialized in sign language so I could help with the deaf. Like, that was my set goal. Right? But I wasn't really truly dedicated to it. So it just really brought me a lot of chaos, and just those 2 years were kind of brutal for me, because I was just stressed out because I wanted to please my family. I wanted to do all this stuff of just wanting to impress people And what I come to figure out was that impressing people, other people, is very superficial. The only one that you should be impressing is yourself in what you do, what goals you have. Right? Because one of the things is that if you impress anyone, with something big and stuff, like, oh, hey, I ran a marathon. Right, we're going off back to my story. I ran a marathon, at 19, and it's 26.2 miles. I ran 2 of them, but I was very proud of it and everything. But I kind of did it because of the attention aspect, and also that I wasn't really mentally in a great place, and I used running as a huge outlet for me. But yeah, but just kind of knowing that your accomplishments stick more to you than others majority of the time. I mean, obviously there are people that get inspired by what you do and stuff, and those are the people you should kind of go out of your way and do it for them and do it for you. If a person is just like, oh, cool, don't inform them on your stuff, because it's only toxic to you. It's only going to be toxic to you because and that's another thing is, now we're going to go into another topic. So basically, just kind of don't be worried about, or try not to stress out too much about the social pressure, because it's difficult. It's very difficult to know what you want to do, even at 18, 19. I'm a janitor now. I make pretty decent amount, and I like what I do. Did I ever think that I was going to be a janitor? No, but it's something I feel like I could stick to until retirement, honestly. I don't know what my phone is at.